Press. Cardi don't need more press. Kill them all, put them hoes to rest. Walk in bulletproof vest. Please tell me who she gon' check. Murder scene, Cardi made a mess. Pop up, guess who, bitch? Pop up, guess who, bitch? Ding.
Welcome back, C.A.M's crew. I found the spot to get me some better lighting. Okay, so of course you already know what this video is because of the title, but I've been thinking about doing this video for a long time, and I'm actually finally doing it. There's no reason behind why yes there is, I've just been lazy. So yeah, so let's just get into this video. Alright, y'all, so let's just get right into it. I have nothing really special going on right now that I could fill you in on. Actually, I do, but that's a surprise, so you guys will see that video coming up soon. But nothing really special is going on in my life right now, so let's just start talking about what we're gonna talk about. So, and while I'm talking to y'all, I'm going to comb out my hair because it's very nappy right now. And it's everywhere, and it's grown a lot because I had it in 2 braids. So, let's just get into it. So, the very beginning, so as you guys know from, if you watched my previous videos, one of my previous, I think it was my first one, where I mentioned that I've known that I was gay for a really long time, since I was like 8, I think. So I kept that a secret for a really long time, and I still kept it for a secret whenever I finally told an adult about it. So let's just say that something was happening and I got caught doing something and that I shouldn't have, so which eventually led me to tell my mom. And at this time I was taking like this taekwondo class. Oh my god, my eyebrows are far spaced. So at this time I was taking a taekwondo class, and at this moment I came up to my mom as bisexual, but I wrote it down on like a piece of paper and I put it under her pillow, and I went back in the room and like I was overthinking what I was doing, and I tried to go back and get it, but she had already read it at that time. But she had already read the letter, so I was like, dang. So I mean you know, so oh well. So yeah, I just told her or whatever, and she didn't take it too well, and yeah, she just didn't take it too well. So moving past this point, so I had to stop doing the taekwondo class, and I didn't want to because I really didn't like it. It was fun. So then a couple months after this happened, I think I had just turned 12. I had just turned 12. It was after my 6th grade year. I had just turned 12. So after that, we moved to New York, and another year had gone by, and I started to be more comfortable with being gay and not bisexual, because I knew this whole time that I was not bisexual, that I was gay the whole time, and I was just trying to make it a little bit easier on her, or like easier on my mom, I guess. I don't really know, but I guess that's what I was trying to do. So eventually, I like that year in New York, it changed me, and I became more comfortable with who I was at this time. Like, I had met my best friend, and she was comfortable with me being gay, and I tried to lie to her and tell her that I wasn't, but I was, and she knew the whole time that I was, and I couldn't hide that from her, because I mean, at this time we were not best friends, but we were just friends. Eventually we became best friends, because that's my B or whatever. So yeah, so I tried to like hide it from her, and I couldn't, because she knew already. And eventually I just told her, yeah, I am. So that happened, and the whole school found out, but I didn't really care, because couldn't nobody beat me. I wasn't gonna fight. So Somebody probably could beat me, but I ain't care. I was going to steal it from him myself. But, anyways, so that year had gone by, and it had got to my, wait. I was 11 when I came out to my mom that I was bisexual. Because my 12th birthday was coming up, and I was finally getting my double digits. No, I was been in my double digits. What am I talking about, y'all? I'm slow. So, I was finally getting ready to turn 12, and I guess my mom saw, I think I told my mom, or she saw that I didn't like girls, and she was finally realizing that I actually only liked guys. So, and mind you, at the time, my father was not contacting us, but eventually my mom reached out to him, and she told him about me. So on my birthday, I had to come out to my dad. Wanna know why? Because he called me on my birthday. I don't know what for. I don't know if he was telling me happy birthday or what. I don't know what the purpose. Oh my god, y'all, my hair. I don't know what the purpose of him calling me was because of what happened while we were on the phone. So we were on the phone, and mind you, earlier that year, I had told my mom, I was like, I'm gay, oh well, whatever, da da da. That's what happened. I did tell her. So, my dad called me on my birthday, and I was wearing this nice, I think it was a Transformer outfit. I think I was in 7th grade. Um, yeah, I think it was like, I was wearing a Transformer outfit, and it was like a really nice outfit, and I liked it a lot. So I was wearing it on my birthday, and my dad calls me, and he's talking to me or whatever, and he's just like, so you like dudes or whatever? And I'm just like, yes, I do. Like, what I gotta explain this to you for? So, he got mad and was yelling at me on the phone. And he hung up the phone on me. Like, that junk hurt, bruh. Like, it really did hurt. Like, this junk is starting to get to me. I don't know why I tried to make this video.
No, yeah, I'm a bad bitch. You can't kill me.
Psych! Y'all thought I was about to cry. Yeah, no. Like that video just said, I'm a bad bitch. You can't kill me. So, yeah, he hung up the phone on me, and I didn't really care because I was in a whole nother state. You were in Florida. I was in New York. I didn't care. So, eventually, I didn't talk to my dad for a long time after that. A really long time. And whenever we left from New York, we moved to Georgia. And while we're in Georgia, we had a complicated way of living. I'm just going to say that. And I decided that I was going to move back to Florida to give my dad the chance to actually be a father. Because I knew that most of his other kids, all of his other kids, never really contacted him. Didn't really conversate with him that much, or they were already grown. And they're grown. You can't, they're gone now. So, I decided on giving my dad the chance to be a father, like an idiot. So whenever I moved back down there, he asked me the same question again, and I had to explain it to him. And he told me these words. He said, while you're in my house, don't bring that junk around me. And I was really like thinking, like, how am I not supposed to bring it around you when that's who I am? And he was like, that's a part of who I am, not who I am, because me being gay does not define who I am as a person. It defines a part of me, but it does not define me, if you know what I mean. So, so, and I was going to my second half of my, I was going to the second half of my sophomore year whenever I moved back down here with him. So let's just say stuff got out of hand with me living with him, and it continued to get out of hand because I was accused of stuff that I didn't do. I was never allowed to leave the house, and if I did leave the house, I had to leave with him. He didn't want me to be around my female cousins. He didn't want me to be around my auntie. And I didn't understand that because they're family. Of course I'm going to want to spend time with my family. You're not my only family. Okay? You can't keep me from my family. So, oh my God, my hair is nappy for real. So, it just got like way out of hand. And eventually it was to the point where I was just like, I don't care no more. I don't care. I honestly do not care. I was in the 11th grade. I moved on to my 11th grade year still in his household. And once I hit my 11th grade year, I could not stand it. I just dropped it because he got mad because I stayed after school for after school performance that was a grade. And it just escalated from that point. He, like, that whole summer from my 10th grade year to my 11th grade year, that summer in between then, I did not go nowhere. I stayed in the house. I stayed in the house. And if I wanted to go to my grandma's house, that was a rare occasion. I think I only went to my grandma's house like that last week of summer. Other than that, I was not at I was at home. I was at home. That's when I went to my grandma's house. When at in between my sophomore, not my sophomore. Yeah, my sophomore and my junior year in high school. My I went over to my grandma's house and I was there for like a good week, and then I went back home, and then I came back to my grandma's house so that I could go to Georgia with my mom. And while I was there with my mom, we were just walking around and all that other stuff. Whenever I came back, this man wasn't even like, honestly, at this point, I don't really care who sees this video. Y'all can see it, judge it, I don't care. But at this point, the man didn't even, like, we went school shopping, right? I mean, you have to get school shopping because, I mean, it's for school. So, he takes me school shopping, and, like, the clothes are for me. And this man was trying to get me to wear some baggy pants. I do not like baggy pants. He wears baggy pants all the time, and I cannot stand it. Because, why? They don't even fit right. They don't feel good on my legs. So, he got mad because I didn't want the baggy pants. And then he had the nerve to tell me right after that, it's for you, going ahead and get what you want. I'm not going to get nothing now because you're stressing. Like, you aggravating me. Like, come on now. Every time I want something, you want to get mad. So there's no point in me getting something if you just don't get mad. That junk is aggravating. Don't nobody want to sit there and just go back and forth with people for no reason. Like, that junk is dumb. And I was in a negative household, and I was thinking very negative. Like, I was going through some hard times at this point. So, it moved past that. And throughout that year, they ended up putting me in a chorus class in school. And we had after school rehearsals for wow, my phone is about to die. It's on 10%. So we had after school rehearsals for chorus, and I was not allowed to go to any of the rehearsals. And he knows that it was a grade, and he wants me to have. He told me that he was like, you need to have straight A's, you have to have good grades, all this other stuff. But if I'm not going to these after school rehearsals and getting my grade is gonna go down. And I ended up having an F in that class. And the teacher knew, like, I was telling her, like, my dad won't let me come to the after school rehearsals. I don't know what's going on. He gonna let me come. I mean, it's for school, so he should let me come. And usually, I mean, I'm thinking that most parents, if it's for school, they would let them come. Oh my God, I'm looking very muscular. So, yeah. So, he was not letting me come. And I had an F in that class. And the teacher was nice enough to bump my grade up to a D. I mean, that's the best she could do. Because she knew my situation. She knew what was going on. Oh, the top looks so fluffy. So, yeah. So, eventually I ended up not living with him no more. I lived with my grandmother, and I mean, I now don't think I really ever had to come out to them because I don't know, because they just don't see no difference about it. But there was this one time, like a really long time ago, I was at my cousin's house and I was texting my friend off of her laptop, and I told my friend that I was that I had to crush on the boy. The boy that I told y'all about, his name was Derek, of course. Um, I was telling her that I had a crush on him, and my cousin called my mom and told my mom about it, and my mom came to the house and slapped the H E double hockey sticks out of me. Like, I ain't never felt no slap like that before. So she slapped me and she took me home, and they were all in the living room asking me, "So what you like, boy?" I was like, "Listen, y'all, no, I don't." They was like, why you was telling your friend that?" I was just playing. You know, I was scared at that time. But eventually I grew up and I just stopped giving a two flying FCCKs. So now I am where I am now, and it's, if y'all hear that baby cry in the background, I'm so sorry. That's my niece. My cousin has her, and I don't know why she's crying. She's probably crying because she's spoiled and she's on the floor. So anyways, let's just keep talking. So, all that stuff happened with my dad. I'm not going to get into what happened with my mom whenever I first came out to her. And she actually, like, was understanding because she was pretty mad too. But, we're just not going to get into that because that was also very close to how my dad was acting. But eventually, I stopped caring, and my mom realized that I just didn't care anymore. My mom just don't care no more. She just lets me does what I want to do. Not like that, but if oh, if you know what I mean, then yeah. But eventually, my mom just was like, "There's no point in trying to stop it because I can't change it." And you know, I asked my mom the other day, like a good couple of weeks ago, and I asked her, I was like, "Mom, can I get a boo?" She was like, "I don't care. I mean, I don't have no say in that." I was like, "Wow, look at you. I like this." But yeah, that was my coming out story. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you want any more story times, or you want me to do anything, please comment below. I will look at all the comments, and my mom just texted me, but comment down below and I will read all the comments. If I find something that I like, I'll do it. I need some ideas, get me started up, because you know, guys, I just started or whatever, so let me know what the deal is. Period, pool. We out this B.